toning today with the theme of compassion. And I just wanted to define the compassion I'm referring to. I think there kind of can be different ways of defining it. But the kind of compassion meaning recognizing the divine within every person, right? Recognizing that at the core of them is this spark of I amness, this divine quality, and honoring that with the way we choose to interact with them. And that definitely includes not trying to manipulate them or make decisions for them, because if they are also connected to the divine in that way, you interrupting is just you trying to control it to the best way that you think they should do things. So compassion being allowing people their experiences. Of course, you can help if they are serious about wanting help and wanting to change. You can ask them 3 times, are you sure you want to change? Are you sure you want to change? And if they do, beautiful. But going out there and trying to choose for people and manipulate them a bit, you think it's helpful, but if you really feel into it and look at it, there's a lot of manipulation energy in that, so you feel comfortable with the experience they're having. So it comes down to judgment, right? Being neutral without judgment. And this, of course, we start, for myself, I found it especially works starting with myself, and then it transfers to other people, being without judgment. And Kathy Bauman had this great exercise she does with herself of seeing if she can go a whole day without, or how long in a day you can go without judging anything. And of course, if you start to judge something, it's not to judge yourself for it, but it's just sort of a fun way, you know, be playful with it, so keep it light, so it doesn't become this thing that you're hard on yourself about, because that's a judgment as well, right? So just to play with that. And for me, that was kind of helpful because I could feel what my body did when I went into judgment. And it can change a bit, right? But for me, there's a lot of this feeling of almost like, not literal hands, but like the feeling of when you do this with your hands and grab onto something and want to look at it, right? Oh, I got to make sure, can this pass through? Do I give the okay to this? And then I was just doing that with everything, right? It's just building up and nothing moves through. You just, all that judgment kind of holds on to it and focuses on it in a way that it gets stuck. So just playing with that, even if you think, oh, I don't know that I want to be out of judgment completely. Well, even if you just play with it and see what that feels like, see if you feel better, and just to recognize how it feels within your head or your back or solar plexus a lot, right? Excuse me, those are the places I would really feel the solar plexus would, and behind the lungs it would kind of be like, oh, what's this? Let's make a decision about this. And that's very mental, right, if you want to make a mental decision about it. But if you want just the wisdom of your true self, your soul, your higher self, your essence to come in and share that with you, you got to get the mind out of the way. And we live in a dualistic world, but experience, but that's not the true essence. Our higher self does not live in that kind of duality. So it's the wisdom from there is not going to be in duality. So that's just something to play with that right now is not going to do quite as much for you, because that's just like something you incorporate into your daily life and just see what it feels like, and then try to see if you can like release whatever that feeling is, and just like neutralness, and not make a decision about it, and just see what that feels like. So for me, it feels like, oh, letting go of that sort of feeling inside. So see what that is for you, and then play around with the feeling of letting it go. And that's a lot of what going out of judgment is, or feels like for me anyway. So let's just do a little vocal toning in compassion, in the honor or honoring of other people's divine and your own divine, and allowing that higher wisdom, that higher way of being to come through, and not trying to control it in a human way, getting in the way of the flow, the beautiful flow. So let's breathe a little bit, nice and softly through the nose into the belly. And release any judgment you have, any tension or built up emotion. Again, through the nose, and if you want to sigh a bit to get it out, or to let it out, I should say, allow it out. And again, if you haven't watched any of these videos before, I'm going to just be making some sounds to be received as like a massage in your tissues and in the space around you. You're not listening to it as you would a melody. You're just letting it be a massage and going into those kind of, it just naturally goes into those more stuck places and kind of loosens it up. Sound is a vibration. So just relax that neck. If you want to lay down, get your head and back and neck supported. And let everything melt out of your body. You're becoming so neutral and just the sweet, loving place. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Let all the to-dos out, and melt. You can still do them later if you like, but right now, let go of the grip of them. Give yourself this time of nourishment, a retuning, a release. This is so good for you. It seems so simple, and we don't often take the time to do it, so pat on the back to you for doing this. It's beautiful self-love, self-honoring, body nourishing, spirit nourishing. Let the back relax into the floor, or if you're sitting up, you're held nicely like a nice tree trunk in your core, but your bottom and your feet and your legs are really melting into the floor or the ground that you're sitting on. Become heavy on your legs and your bum and your back if you're laying down, and your shoulders and your head. Nothing to hold up here. Creating a nice open space. Breathe into any open space you just created. How fantastic. I needed a nice big breath there. If you got something that kind of tickles a little bit as it's going out, shake it out. Help it move. Really listen to your body here. More than what I'm saying. Listen to you. But if you feel it helps you to just listen to what I'm doing and join, that's great too. Some stuff in my belly wants to go, so I'm going to sigh. So nice, so nice. Let it go out. Open the doors and the windows. Whew. Or just accepting what's there, but you can also open the doors and the windows, and they can just go. No questions asked. No mental having to figure it out. Just let it go. Trust the wisdom that it can just go. We're allowing you to connect with the true you. Right down the spine, I feel it wanting to move. Maybe you feel that too. Whew, feels great. Let it go. Feels like life moving through. Whew. Keep letting yourself just receive, open your cells to this, let it just sink in. Receive this nourishment, receive this time you've given yourself. Thank you for joining me. I'm just gonna shut it off quietly so you can keep breathing if